Welcome home, familia.
And we are currently still in recovery from permission to dance on stage, so we decided to jump on here and just tell you some things that we really have in our minds, familia.
And the only place that we have to talk about BTS is here with you guys, so let's chat. We couldn't let this go, familia. We needed to sit down and talk about it. We have to share like the exciting moments from this concert and the looks and the vocals. There's just a lot to talk about.
Familia, we have so much on our minds. I don't even know where to begin.
I was gonna say that. Where do we start?
I guess we can start with the beginning of the concert.
Yes.
They started Permission to dance on stage with their powerful performance to On. It was so beautiful, familia, because as soon as we saw BTS, we were like so freaking excited and happy.
Even though it was 4:30 a.m.
Yes. They like broke through some chains, came out in some like dope white outfits.
And honestly, familia, the first thing that caught my attention was JK's green hair, but I'll come back to that. The next thing that caught my attention was J-Hope's outfit. Oh my god, I think that this style of J-Hope is like my absolute favorite. I know I said that for the butter version of J-Hope with the short haircut and the blonde hair, and I also said that for like Dior J-Hope, but this one, familia, I think this tops it all.
He was out of this world.
Literally, the whole time we were watching this, we kept saying J-Hope was from the future. And on top of that, familia, the glasses he had on, I feel like was like the cherry on top. This man looked like he was from 2200. I feel like this J-Hope is honestly from the future. He came back in time to teach us how to love ourselves and also just decided to bless us because he knew we had a tough year last year. Thank you, J-Hope from 2200.
I'm your hope, you're my hope. I'm J-Hope.
We were so shook when we saw Jimin's outfit because he was like half in summer, half in winter. The majority of his outfit, I would say, is winter related, except for the bicep part. He made sure to leave that out for us. Besides his cool outfit, he also came out with his long, flowy hair, familia. That means more hair swipes.
And I gotta say that long hair with black hair is a good look on Jimin. And that's official.
And there was even a more daring outfit that Jimin decided to come out with. Can you guys guess which one it is? Yes, Black Swan. There was literally one button holding his whole blazer together, familia.
That is one strong button.
And you know who else did that?
JK.
Their stylist decided that tonight was the night to reveal Jimin and JK's chest with a long necklace.
Honestly, I'm so used to JK wearing like oversized clothes, so this one was like a new look on JK. I feel like he went like a size or two sizes under the size he wears. Honestly, we're not complaining. I felt like all of ARMY loved it, including myself. You literally saw like his whole like upper body as he was performing, and even at one point he had his hands over his head.
Their Black Swan.
Yeah. And like it was like a crop top because it like went over his belly button and showed like his narrow waist. JK had like such an iconic look this performance, familia. And we also gotta talk about his hair. JK's mint green hair honestly reminded me of Yoongi's hair during the Run era. A great look on both of them and a great flavor in ice cream.
And since we're speaking about Suga absolutely killed the performance in fire. He also came with some slaying looks. Do you guys remember what he wore for Black Swan? We were so astonished when we saw Yoongi in a skirt. Honestly, this outfit looks so freaking good on him. Yoongi always gives us like royalty king vibes, and he looked royalty right there.
I think it's honestly in his bloodline or something, right?
Right.
No, but honestly, is it called a skirt? Because under it, he still had pants on. So I feel like that's like its own style. Any fashionable people in our familia, is there a name for that look? Whatever it was, it looked amazing with like his charcoal gray hair, which we love so much. And I love when he styles it kind of like this.
What?
But his forehead was showing, which Rocky very much loves.
I am walking.
And speaking of hair, familia, Namjoon's new hairstyle is on point. I really like his short hairstyle. This also could be one of my favorite looks of Namjoon. Tied with this look of Namjoon where he has the long hair as well. Plus on top of that, Namjoon's getting super buff on us, so he's changing his hairstyle. He's also getting swole. Namjoon's leveling up on us.
Their stylist knows what they're doing.
And their trainer.
And you know what other stylist knows what they're doing? Taze. On the On MV, Mr. Kim Tae-young had this tattoo all the way down his neck. But during this concert, they decided that it would be appropriate to make it go all the way down his chest and reveal the chest while at it.
He looked so cool with that tattoo. Neck tattoos honestly changed like the whole style of a human. He looked kind of badass. Familia, excuse my language, but him in the deep, rich black outfit with like the ruffles or ruffles with the neck tattoo, he looked like the final boss in a video game.
Unfortunately, Arte was not able to perform due to a leg injury, and honestly, we're just grateful that he's taking care of his health, and we're just looking forward to the next time we're able to meet with him again.
I really like how Tae in the beginning of the concert told all of us to like not worry about him, because we know that all armies were worried about Tae and just wanted to see him happy and performing as well. But him kind of addressing us was kind of like really nice to hear coming from his own mouth. And I really enjoyed hearing Jin's speech at the end, and especially his little bow tie that was on his hair right there.
Is that just like a tradition now, Familia? Is he just gonna come out with a new prop on his head every time?
But it was so funny how Jin was talking about how like his body feels like it's aching now because he's almost 30 and stuff. But honestly, I feel like Jin has like the Benjamin Button disease because he looks younger every single year. Where is this fountain of youth that Jin is drinking from, Familia? Because I think we all need to look for it.
He did tell us on BTS in the Soup too, act young and you shall be young.
Okay, that didn't work. I actually wrinkled up more.
His vocals all night were so amazing, Familia. His voice just sounded so stable and angelic.
And one of my favorite parts on the concert actually involved Jin, and that was during the Black Swan like introduction period. That was one of the most artistic performances of all time, Familia. I said it in our reaction that I'm gonna show every single person this performance because I think it's gonna convert so many people into armies. It was that freaking awesome and artistic.
Here's a snippet of our reaction, Familia. You just have to see like how amazed we were. We were literally watching art on art on art. Sorry to bring my bias back up, but Jimin looked so artistic when he opened the wings to the swan.
The sound design on it, like you could hear like the flapping of like the wings. Even like the extras sleeves had like wing feathers on it. And also they changed like within 1 second. I don't know how they did it, but we were so mind blown when Jimin just popped up in a whole different outfit, Familia. And I really just want to talk about another performance that I really found so artistic and beautiful. It was the blue and gray performance right before it. I felt like it was like such a deep and symbolic performance. They were literally facing a mirror that was like less colored, darker, desaturated, and of themselves, and they were singing into it. And I really didn't know if it was a real mirror at first until like they started doing different movements, and that was like when it became even more artistic and more deep, Familia. Their reflections were literally doing different actions like grabbing their necks while the members were not grabbing their necks. And one moment in there that really blew our minds and I felt like it was very symbolic was when the members turned around while vocalizing, but the reflection was still reaching out to them. I feel like it was like real art and could be interpreted to so many different meanings. And also I didn't know which one my bias was, so that was like a huge inner confliction.
The whole concert set list was so perfect, Familia. I swear BTS took us on a roller coaster of emotions. Tell me if I'm wrong. They came out with their powerful performance to On, and then they took us down their discography. We had like an EDM moment, and then we finished off with Young Forever and Spring Day and then Permission to Dance. They literally ended with such personal and beautiful songs that they know that ARMY loves so much, and it seems like they almost even dedicated these songs to us.
They were definitely very conscious of the set list, and I even remember when they were talking about how like they made sure there was like no solo songs, you know?
Yes, J-Hope did say in the end that the set list was quite difficult because they had to keep their energies high, but honestly, they did such a great job.
Every single song had like a slight shock factor because it was like slightly modified and remixed. During the concert while listening to it, I was like hoping that they had like their own like album or like their own like Spotify or Apple playlist with these remixes, especially the Fire remix. That was literally so fire, Familia. If you found these remixes somewhere on the internet, please let us know down below.
The modifications and the transitions from song to song were so smooth, buttery smooth.
And lastly, Familia, I know this was like such a small part of the concert, but I gotta say the VCRs were like extra lit this concert.
They had an extra rap oomph to it.
For some reason, this VCR was like one of my favorites because of the hard beats. And actually, Familia, it's my current ringtone.
That's hard. That goes hard. Let us know down below if there's any highlights that you really loved about the concert. Thank you guys so much for this space where we can comfortably talk about BTS.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, Familia, click that top video over there and watch our hunt for the BTS LA concert tickets.
And if you would like to watch the PTD on-stage concert with us, Familia, go ahead and click on that Patreon button right there, and we will see you there. Bye!